Am I the a-hole for embarrassing my friend's obese boyfriend by making him sit on a chair different from everyone else's at dinner? Am I the a-hole for telling my brother he doesn't get how things work? Am I the a-hole for refusing to serve my husband?
Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started.
Am I the a-hole for embarrassing my friend's obese boyfriend by making him sit on a chair different from everyone else's at dinner? This happened a few weeks ago. I invited my friends to dinner at my house to celebrate moving into my new house, and my friend Katie asked if she could bring her new boyfriend Dale so our friend group can finally meet him in person. I said yes. There are two things I have to point out. First, my dining table and chairs are wooden furniture that have been in our family for close to 100 years and have a lot of sentimental value to my family. They used to be at my sister's house, but she asked me if I can take them since her kids tend to jump on them during mealtime and she was scared the furniture might get damaged. I don't have kids and just got a bigger house, so I have space, thus I happily took them. Second, Dale is morbidly obese. He is about 5'5" and weighs 300+ pounds. Given that my dining chairs are wooden and old, I didn't want to risk them not being able to hold Dale's weight, so I prepared a different, sturdier chair for him to sit on. I've had overweight people sit on my dining chairs before, but none as obese as Dale. When Katie saw that I was asking Dale to sit on a chair different from everyone else's, she got livid and told me that I was embarrassing Dale. I was shocked that she would get upset like that in front of everyone, so I stammered an explanation about how my chairs are old and I wasn't sure if they would hold. Katie said that I was being fat-phobic and said she couldn't be friends with a person like me. They left immediately, while the rest of my friends stayed long enough just to finish dinner and we called it a night early. Am I the a-hole for telling my brother he doesn't get how things work? My brother is divorced from Elle. They have my nieces and nephew together ages 13, 11 and 10. My brother married Carrie 2 years ago. He has primary custody because Elle travels for work, and when the divorce happened, she agreed if X was determined he wanted spousal support, which he fought for because he didn't want to go back to working full-time when they divorced, then she would need to keep her job and the kids deserve to have a home where the parent was actually at home with them enough. She calls the kids regularly throughout the weeks she doesn't see them, and she makes a point to take all her parenting time and show up for bigger stuff during her work weeks. My brother thought the kids would adore Carrie and would rely on her more as a mom since they don't see their mom that often. That hasn't happened. I don't think they dislike Carrie, but they certainly don't adore her and they certainly don't treat her like the mom in their lives. They still talk to their mom about certain stuff, especially the girls, and she still is their number one. So what happened is my brother got this big project offered to him at his new job, and it means leaving for 3 weeks. The kids asked if they could speak to their mom about having the 3 weeks with her. He asked what about Carrie. They told him they would love the extra time with their mom. He said he thought it would be better to stay with Carrie and have their regular weekend with their mom. The kids were upset. The 13-year-old was angry. My brother told them Carrie was the one they saw more often, so it didn't make sense to be upset. The 13-year-old said Carrie isn't mom and they would kill for more time with her. Elle found out about the whole thing through the kids, and she told him she wanted the kids and was willing to take the time off work to have them those 3 weeks. He said no. Then he vented to me and told me how hard it is for him to believe that the kids feel this way. I told my brother he doesn't get how this shit works. That his remarrying didn't automatically give the kids a second mom. That Carrie's relationship with them was going to be different to Elle starting out no matter where it ended up, and that at the ages of the kids, and the fact Elle was always present in some way and made the effort and never let them down, she was never going to be replaced as their mom. I told him it was kind of fucked up to want that to happen when Elle was always reasonable in the divorce and sacrificed what she would have loved because she knew he was willing to fight for what he felt he was owed. My brother is pissed at me for taking her side, but he especially doesn't like that I told him he didn't know how these things work. He said he has a full understanding of it. His kids are the ones who don't get it. He ranted to our mom about it, and while she backed me up on most of what I said, she did tell me I should have made it less of an attack against him. Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for refusing to serve my husband? Let me preface this by saying that I have never posted on here before and I'm semi-new to Reddit, so please be kind if I do something incorrectly. Also, I've seen others mention this on their posts, I'm posting from my phone so the formatting might be off. My 30 female husband, 31 male, and I went to my aunt's house yesterday to spend the evening. I bought us all dinner from a local restaurant as a thank you to them for watching our dog for a month. I bought 2 big trays of food along with some additional sides. On our way to my aunt's house from picking up the food, he says, "Babe, the only thing I ask is that you serve me." I say no because he's fully capable of serving himself. There's literally no need for me to serve him his own plate when he can do it himself. This caused an argument, as it always does. Whenever we visit my family, which is very often, I'm very close to my family and love spending time with them, he refuses to serve himself to the point where he would either not eat the food that was cooked or order outside food in. It's also gotten to the point where my grandmother or my aunts would just serve him so he could eat. I of course would get scolded and side-eyed because as his wife, I'm expected to serve him. In our culture, women are expected to fix their husband's plate. It's like an unwritten rule or something. I'm Dominican and he's Puerto Rican for context, but I suspect this is not uncommon in other cultures as well. Like I said, this is not uncommon in our culture, but I truly despise a lot of our machismo and sexist traditions, unwritten rules and customs, and I don't subscribe to it. My husband respects me and how I feel about certain things and doesn't subscribe to it either, but just hates serving himself when he's not at home. He claims that he feels uncomfortable serving himself in someone else's home and that I should just serve him because I know how he feels about serving himself. I still refuse to do it. In his defense, he's been like this since we first got together. We've been together since we were 17, and we still argue about it. So Reddit, am I the asshole for refusing to serve my husband?